Hello, everyone. Welcome to English Flow Podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm William. So glad you're here with us today. Today, we're talking about 3 of the most used words in the entire English language.
And also 3 of the most confusing.
Do, does, did.
These words are everywhere. In questions, in answers, in daily conversations. But somehow they trip people up every single time.
So today, no grammar charts, no confusing rules.
Just real talk, real examples, real English.
And by the end of this episode, you'll start seeing these words differently,
Not as enemies.
but as friends.
Now, before we dive in, if you're learning English and you want real, natural conversations to practice with, subscribe to English Flow Podcast right now.
Because every episode we drop is one step forward on your English journey. Okay, Sarah, let's go.
Let's flow. Let's start gently. The word do. It's tiny, just 2 letters, but it's doing a lot of heavy lifting in English.
Right. And when learners first see it, they think, okay, do means to do something, like I do my homework, I do the dishes.
That's one use, but do has a second, sneakier job.
Sneakier. I love that word. What do you mean?
So in English, when we ask a question or make a negative sentence, we need a helper, and often that helper is do.
Give us an example.
Okay, I like coffee. That's a simple sentence. But if you want to ask a question, you don't say, like you coffee, you say, do you like coffee?
So do steps in and holds the question together.
Exactly. It's like a frame. It gives the sentence its shape.
And in negative sentences, same thing. You don't say, I like not coffee. You say, I don't like coffee.
Don't, that's do and not together, squished into one word.
Squished. Excellent word choice today, Sarah.
Thank you. So listeners, think of do like this. It's the word you reach for when you need to ask or when you need to say no.
Do you understand? I don't understand. Both use do as the helper.
Simple. And once you see that pattern, you'll start noticing it everywhere.
Okay, now this is where people start to wobble a little. Does. What's the difference?
So does and do are basically the same word, but does is used for a specific group of people.
He, she, it.
Yes, anytime you're talking about one person, not yourself, not a group, does is your word.
Let's make it real. My sister likes cooking. If I want to ask a question about her, I say, does your sister like cooking?
Not do your sister like cooking. That's a very common mistake, and it's okay if you've said it. Now you know the fix.
I said that for years, honestly.
Same, and nobody stopped understanding me. That's the key thing. Even with mistakes, meaning gets through. But when we learn the pattern, speaking becomes smoother.
So to sum up, I or you or we or they use do. He, she, it use does.
And listeners, just practice one sentence right now. Say it out loud. She does her best every day. Did you say it? Good. That's real English, right there.
Now, the third word, did. And this one is actually the most freeing.
Freeing, yes. I agree completely. Because did is about the past. And once something is in the past, the rules simplify.
Here's what I mean. In the present, you have to choose do or does depending on who you're talking about.
But in the past, doesn't matter. He, she, you, they, I, everyone gets did.
Did you eat? Did she call? Did they arrive? Same word every time.
So if you ever feel confused in the past tense, just reach for did and you're safe.
And just like do, Did helps make questions and negatives. I didn't see it. Did you hear that?
Didn't. That's did and not together. Same pattern.
And here's something beautiful. When you use did in a question or negative, the main verb goes back to its base form. No ed ending.
So you don't say, did she called? You say, did she call? Because did is already carrying the past for you.
Did does the past work, so the main verb doesn't have to.
Exactly. Teamwork.
Okay, let's connect everything with a real story. Imagine someone at a job interview. Stressful situation?
English pressure multiplied.
The interviewer asks, "Do you have experience in customer service?" That's do in a question. Present, general.
Then, does your previous role involve teamwork? Does, because we're talking about a role, a thing, not the person directly.
And then, did you manage any projects last year? Did, because we're in the past now.
3 questions, 3 words, all from the same family.
Same job interview, same conversation, and now you can feel the difference.
Now, let's talk about mistakes, because I want to say something important.
Please do.
The most common mistake I hear, people say, he don't know, but it should be, he doesn't know. Just one small sound, the S, but it matters.
And do you know what? The moment you hear that mistake in yourself, that's not failure, that's awareness, that's growth.
Because you can't fix what you can't notice. So notice it, then smile, then say the right version.
Another one, did she went? People say this a lot.
And I completely understand why. It feels like the past should stay in the main verb, but once did is there, the verb resets. Did she go? Simple, clean.
Language is forgiving. People understand your meaning even through mistakes, but these small corrections, they make your English flow.
And that's exactly what we're here for. English flow.
Before we say goodbye, let's bring it all together. 3 words, one big idea.
Do, your everyday helper. Questions and negatives in the present. For I, you, we, they.
Does, same helper, but for he, she, it. One person, one thing.
Did, your past helper. No more choosing. Works for everyone.
And remember, English is not about being perfect. It's about being understood.
It's about connection. About saying what you feel, what you mean, what you want.
And every time you speak, even imperfectly, you're getting closer.
So keep speaking, keep listening, and keep flowing.
If this episode helped you today, please like it, share it, and subscribe to English Flow Podcast.
We make English human, one conversation at a time.
I'm William.
And I'm Sarah. We'll see you in the next episode.
Keep flowing.